USA Today published an article about a high school teacher in Boca Raton who used Facebook as a vehicle to solicit sex to her students. This teacher went as far as offering her students pot in exchange for sex. She also held sleepovers for her students with the intention of having sex and grading their performances. First, I want to tell you about how teachers and students should not be friends on Facebook. Secondly, I will tell you how there are alternative ways that teachers and students can communicate without using Facebook. And finally, that if these issues are not addressed, the number of inappropriate behaviors between teachers and students are going to continue to grow. First, a need for change. Psychology Today has done research on why teachers and students should not be friends on Facebook. First, students are vulnerable. Second, students admire their teachers and put them on a pedestal. And third, social linking between teachers and students blurs the boundaries and diminishes the authority of the teacher. Eyewitness News reported that in Oviedo, Florida, there were 2 incidences in 4 months where teachers had sexual relationships with their students. With these 2 examples, this just goes to show that teachers should not be friends with their students on Facebook. This just creates another line of communication for inappropriate behavior between teachers and students. The need is for both students and teachers. Kids Safe Foundation has put together some reasons why teachers and students should not be friends on Facebook. Teachers should not have to edit their personal life. They can avoid false accusations. They can also avoid favoritisms. Students have poor judgment and lack wisdom. They also don't always understand that there are consequences to their actions, and there need to be clear boundaries between the teacher's authority and the student's role. Next, what is the solution? There are many different alternatives for teachers and students to be able to communicate without using Facebook. Teachers can use a school-based technology to communicate with the students and the parents. These are just some examples of ways that teachers and students can communicate without using Facebook. There is school email. There are web-based programs created specifically by the school. In this generation today, kids love to text. TeachThought created an application where students and teachers can text each other without having to share their number or any personal information. There are numerous applications that allow teachers and students to communicate without using Facebook. TeachThought published an article about a high school teacher in Tampa, Florida, who has been successfully using a web-based communication in her classroom. This opens up a line of communication that protects the integrity of the teacher and the student. Finally, why is change so important? If we don't address this issue between teachers and students becoming friends on Facebook, the number of inappropriate relationships with teachers and students are going to continue to grow. A law journal published in California has 2 stories about high school teachers. Michelle is a high school teacher who posted a picture on Facebook of her in a bikini. A student commented under this picture, "sexy." The teacher messaged back, which led to inappropriate behavior between the teacher and the student. Lisa posted a picture of her holding an alcoholic beverage on Facebook. A student's parent saw this picture and found that it was inappropriate. This parent went to the administrator and got Lisa fired. These two things would have never happened if teachers and students were not allowed to be friends on Facebook. Now, to wrap this up, I have told you why teachers and students should not be friends on Facebook. I have showed you that there were alternative ways teachers and students can communicate other than using Facebook. And I have also told you that if we don't address these problems now, the number is going to continue between teacher and students, inappropriate relationships. Now consider this. If preventing teachers from being friends with students on Facebook only protected one student from being taken advantage of sexually, wouldn't it be worth it?